This is a best out of 3 sets, races to 4, winner break. And in the commentary booth for this match, I'm very lucky to be joined by George Teachea, myself, Tim de Ruiter, in the booth. Welcome, George. Great match we have here.
Hello, Tim. It's Vietnam versus Indonesia. Yes, it is a good match. Found a little info on the players. The Vietnamese team, Van Dang Nguyen is a 790 Fargo. Phong Nam Pham is a 765. Their opponents, Jeffrey Zen, I could not find a Fargo rate for him, but Pungan Sim Hom Bing is a 769. So look forward to a good match here. The Vietnamese team lost to Peru in round 1. Great team from Peru with Gerson Martinez and Christopher Teves. And then the Indonesia team defeated the Philippines in round 1, but lost to the Czech Republic in the winners round. So they find themselves facing Vietnam. The loser faces elimination. The referee is Batpool. He's from the U.S. And he will do his best to keep racking the balls. I've seen some great racks. And this is Nam Pham, right?
Rack number 1, Team Vietnam to break.
This is Nam Pham. He is now going to break the balls to take us away. Seen some great racks. That's actually nice that you mentioned it. Seen a lot of balls flying in.
Yeah, the balls have been racking great. I've seen some great runs. Just did a match with Poland, and they had actually 3 breaking runs in the entire set, but they finished off set number 3 with 2 breaking runs to close it out, 4-1. So the balls were breaking good for both teams. And we'll take a look at how they're breaking on this table too.
Well, the opening chance looks quite all right, I would say, for the Vietnamese. No clusters. Just wondering if there maybe a difficult position to play.
I was just looking at that, Tim, and I'm telling you, this looks like this 2-ball goes to the side. He'll stay handy for the 3. Oh, he's moving the cue ball around. He must have had a lot more angle than I thought. Van Dang Nguyen at the table here. First time I've seen this young man play. With a 790 Fargo, he's in the top 100 of the world.
Extension.
But hasn't made his way over to the States yet, so I haven't really seen him. I don't think he was at Ho Chi Minh City for the World 10 Ball. I could be mistaken. But he is here, and more than likely here for the World 8 Ball. We have 3 tournaments here with $615,000 on offer in prize funds. 7 days here in Indonesia. This is day 1, as Tim mentioned.
Well, a little bit of traveling from the 5 to the 6, but I have to say it will quite naturally go off the top short rail towards the 6. Doesn't have to do too much. Maybe a minimum drip of left. He's quite low in the ball. That's something I definitely look at nowadays with doing coaching, is how some players are slightly dipping into the ball or slightly high above where they are addressing the cue ball. I would say it's quite normal for players to do that, so I'm not trying to change that, but I'm trying to help them out realizing what they're doing to have a better cue ball control. And Fong really played a good cue ball there.
Well, this is looking good, Tim, for a break and run to start things off with. What a nice way to start a match. These 3 balls. And the Indonesian team hasn't left their seats.
Well, what is definitely going to help both teams is the fact that
Corner pocket.
they have been playing quite a bit already. This is not the first match both teams have played. Vietnam losing the opening round to Peru.
And they do take down game number 1 with a break and run. Great start. I believe that's the first match I've seen start out that way. I've seen 2 other matches. Neither one started with a break and run. But the Vietnamese team, I mean, 790 Fargo and 765, that's a very well-balanced team. Good break and a nice tidy run out here. They're off and running. Starting tomorrow, the ladies will take the stage. This tournament, this doubles world championship, goes on for 2 days, today and tomorrow.
Rack number 3.
It should end up tomorrow, I believe.
Leading 1 game to none.
And the ladies will get started with their WPA Predator Women's 10-ball World Championship with $175,000. That goes on to the 12th. And then the Yalin WPA Men's 8-ball World Championship. And go into break. Game number 2. Set number 1. Race to 4.
Well, one of the rare breaks from near the center of the table, but definitely worked for him. Nice square hit, good cue ball control. It's made the 4-railer. That's not true, actually. The 4-railer was closed. It was one of the other balls actually slipping in. Now, a little bit more cut on the 1. We'll have to send the cue ball 2 rails, trying to get to the right long rail for the combination 2-8. As I was mentioning, this is not the first match also, of course, for Team Indonesia, who has beaten Team the Philippines 2-1 in shootout fashion. Our first match for today was quite the cracker. But then to lose to Team Czech Republic 2-0.
Yeah, Team Philippines has some good players on there. It's got Jeffrey De Luna and Sean Malayan.
Yeah, it's a new duo for sure. We are seeing quite some new duos in this championship, I would say, overall in the teams. On the other side, Sean Mark did win the Indonesian Open earlier this year, also ran by the PBC and Predator together. Well, don't think we have to introduce Jeffrey De Luna, but I think it's interesting to see that the younger player goes with the experienced.
Eight ball, corner pocket.
Looking at this combo, Tim.
Yeah, I don't think the combination was so difficult to make. Mainly the control on the two ball had to be nice and has done that nicely, but just the cue ball ending near rail still.
Snow hill for a climber, and he struck this 2-ball rather well with perfect position for the 3. Oh, he's going to have to follow down. Can you bring this back, Tim, without hitting the 9-ball? Yeah, it looks like he can.
Yeah.
Oh, yes. This looks very straight here. The other angle looked like it couldn't. But this goes straight back, so it was very, very nice position for the 3-ball to go to the 4. Little bit of a steep cut. And the Indonesian team has yet to leave their seat. Go ahead.
Attention.
Well, I was just gonna wonder, like, most of the time we would like to be on the right side of the 5. Can he still get to the right side of the 5 ball without running too far, like putting too much into it?
Well, he looks like he's going with inside English, so he's going to try to spin to the right side.
Well, he's still playing the other side of the 5, but still, in some way, you could land a little bit funny going over the left side, but he's played it well. But of course, everyone is always trying to be on the clear side where there's no traffic.
Looks like he has just enough angle to get back to the center of the table. But he's drawing past the 9. He's going to settle for a steep cut here. It's not much of a cut. The ball hangs over the pocket pretty nice.
Well, one thing is for sure, Vietnam is coming really strong out of the gate.
You can't get any stronger. They just need a red S on their chest.
I'm already starting to think, like, how did Vietnam actually lose in the first round? If they are...
Well,
there's no early nerves, just right out of the gate. Oh, well. Ooh.
Well, this 10-ball to close it out, and there'd be 2 break-in runs in a row. The perfect start. Players are on the 30-second time clock. They have 60 seconds after the break, and then a 30-second extension per rack. And perfection with 2 breaking runs in a row. Quite a message sent to Indonesia.
Yeah, we don't really get to see a perfect set quite often. This is the point where I'm actually thinking, who knows? It's only 2 good breaks away. Breaking from the center does give you great runouts in general, as long as you make a ball. I mean, it's not always a given to make a ball on the break.
The Polish team was breaking from the center, Tim, and they had 3 breaking runs in the entire set, but they were making balls on the break and getting shots afterwards too. So their racks weren't as open as these have been.
Track number 3, Team Vietnam to break, leading 2-0.
Nam Pham to break. There goes the 3. I mean, these balls are breaking up good. They're hitting them, smacking them really nice.
Oh,
Got a long straight in on the 1. It's just this 1 ball is everything. Long straight in, but he's going to be cueing funny. He's over a ball. And it's a stop shot, and then from the 2 to the 4, and it lays very, very well. The 6 seems to go by the 9. I don't see any problems here, Tim, except for this shot right here because of the 10. And he's elevated. That's the only thing I can see going wrong.
Oh, he's very low in the cue ball, though. Look at how low he is in the cue ball. Is he drawing to the bottom side of the 8 to give him so low to play that stop shot, but he's played it really well. Now, I was not too worried from the 1 to the 2. My main thing was to get from the 2 to the 4. Did he get straight? Can he still draw back at least where he is now? That's the biggest question.
If he's got enough angle, I would lay the cue ball on the rail, on the long rail, and take the space between the 5 and the 4. I'm not sure he has angle to get out there. And I would much rather lay it on the rail than elevate and draw the ball. Oh, he's got enough to go 2. Ooh, now he's in trouble. Now he's in trouble. And that was my fear right there. He didn't have angle to come out of there. He was trying to go 2 rails to the middle of the table.
Now, I'm wondering, could he maybe have played a stun follow, or maybe, well, not babying the 1 ball in, but at least running the cue ball forward instead of playing a stop shot or a slide draw? I think that might have been the option, but it's always easy to say afterwards.
They made a good hit, and they've come up in a great way. Indonesia comes to the table, Mr. Zen here, Jeffrey Zen, and they have absolutely nothing. The 4 ball's on the table, but they can't do much with it. Might be able to bank it to the left-hand corner. He's going to have to jump the 8. He's just going to keep it in play there. That's a very nice shot. That's a very efficient shot. He did a lot with nothing.
Yes. Yeah, I think you hit the nail on his head. That was difficult to do. Just like if Funk can still nick it to 4 and get behind the 5-6, that would be tricky too.
They're going to maneuver. Oh, I like coming 2 rails at this, Tim. Catch it on the inside softly so the cue ball goes back to the rail behind the 6. It looks like you can see a side of it. I still like the other shot. But this one's awfully nice too.
I was going to say, I do like your option if I were to be hooked.
Yeah.
But then again, for how much that he could see off the ball, I think both of them are really playing probably the best shots they could play from that position. Besides, well,
Sure.
they could have been just perfectly hooked, but nobody really ready to lose the rack. And this is a good shot too. I mean,
Yeah,
high class from
they're
both
coming
sides.
with some shots.
4 ball, that corner.
This is some pretty high level safeties. Great maneuvering. And we've seen what Vietnam can do with 2 break and runs. But so far, Indonesia's showing some class here too, and quite a level up. Well, you know they can play with the team they defeated, the Philippines. And I don't know much about the Czech Republic. Let me take a look at that.
Oh, well, that's also playing the safeties back and forth. Let's get the player a little bit out of stroke. That 4, I gotta say, he's missed it by quite a bit. Not a horrible leave though, but at least Indonesia has something to get going.
They have an offensive shot. And came with it. Well, in losing to the Czech Republic, there's no shame. It's Roman Heibler and David Zalman.
Well, a little bit more cut on this 6, and I won't be able to play this with low left. Easy to hit the side pocket point, for example. So it's just going to float this ball in. Easily missed on the thick side. Did still slide in. I think it would be important for Indonesia. Of course, it's always important to win a rack. But I think the first one is always a little bit of a hurdle to overcome.
Ball, corner 5.
They're very tidy and neat and accurate with the cue ball. Someone's been doing some training, and they won the safety battle, opened up with a tough shot on the 4 ball, and proceeded to run out the rack like they were all straight ins. Now they will break for the first time. Trailing 1-2.
number 4, Team Indonesia to break, trailing 1-2.
And there we see the missed 4 ball that got Indonesia started. And now the break. He made 2 balls? No, he made 1 ball. Made the 1 ball.
2 ball, this side pocket.
Do you? I was going to say, I was not sure if the bank to the side was on, but could also choose to bank this to the bottom right corner and still get shape on the 3 ball. This may be a little bit riskier. Not making this could also sell out.
It was dead center.
Played it perfect, yeah. Absolutely perfect cross-side bank from Team Indonesia. And now a chance on the 3 ball. Listen, the words cannot express how well both teams are playing.
Well, they maneuvered extremely well with just like 1/8 of an inch of a ball on several shots. The Vietnamese team ran 20 balls from the break. And now the Indonesian team is coming back at them just as strong. We're in for a match. Well, this team
just
took the Philippines to a shootout, but there was no score on the shootout.
Well, I gotta say, I was in the commentary booth on that match, and I actually believe that maybe the score was 2-1 out of 4 shots. Wasn't really the prettiest shootout.
Ball corner pocket.
This to level the score at 2. Quite sure we will see the local crowd go wild.
Game.
Well, maybe not as loud as I was expecting, but of course they have a little bit of a home advantage.
Sure, that's 4 games, Tim, and only 1 ball's been missed. That 4 ball that was missed by the Nam Pham, and other than that, both teams have been perfect. High level of play here, very high level. The Yalin WPA Men's 8-Ball World Championship will start the day after tomorrow on the 9th through the 13th. $70,000 to the winner, and you have Joshua Filler trying to win it 2 years in a row, and you have Shane Van Boning trying to win it 2 out of 3 years. The makings of a great battle playing 8-ball. You also have other players like Torsten Homan, which is a great 8-ball player. And I can just go on and on. Both of all 4 of these players, I believe, are in the 8-ball World Championship.
Push out.
And Pungwan at 769 has a jump shot on the 2-ball, but he's going to push out.
Team Vietnam.
Long straight-in shot. Your favorites, right, Tim? This is the cagey
this is the
shot.
one that.
Shot given back.
Oh, I was gonna say this is everyone's favorite shot,
30
right? You
seconds.
just jack up the cue and spear it in, or you roll it in length of the table. You don't have to make it more difficult, George. Just no, obviously this is super tough.
This is why I say this is a cagey shot. This is one of the hardest shots in pool. Long straight in. If he rolls the ball, he gets behind the 4. So he's got to roll it to the window between the 4 and the 7. This is a shot that's should be practiced quite a bit. And I think he got the window. And that's exactly what was so cagey about it. A lot of players don't want to take that shot. How often do you push out and leave your opponent straight in?
3-ball corner pocket.
Well, I have to say, I have tried it in the past, and actually overall I'm quite disappointed with. What is happening, George? Come on, what? These guys are spearing balls in from everywhere.
Both of these teams, they just need to be wearing a Superman shirt.
Well, especially, can you imagine now that push out at 2 each, huge thing. It was technically saying, well, whoever is gonna make this long straight one, it's going to be on the hill first.
And Vietnam turned it down. And now all they can do is sit and watch. How will they feel if Indonesia breaks and runs the next rack?
Ten-ball corner.
Yeah, nice stun run. This 10 to get Indonesia
Game.
close to the finish line in the opening set. They have arrived at the mountain. They're on the hill.
You know, Tim, that rack there really is a break and run. They pushed out.
If you consider.
And it was
Vietnam
refused.
has not
Yeah,
hit a
if you
ball.
consider, sure. But it counts as a table run, not a break and run.
Well, you could say
Still
they have
perfection.
the tactical advantage. I mean, they pushed out to a spot where they would think, okay, are they going to give it back? Yes or no? I think they are. And Vietnam did give it back.
That's going to have to play in their head.
Well, they look
Track number 6.
quite calm.
Team
They actually look
Indonesia
like
to break,
they already
leading 3
forgot
games to 2.
that whole push-out thing. Which is a good thing, of course. That's what every pool player wants to do, but it's always easier said than done.
And let's see what happens on this break. It looks like nothing happened on this break. Do they have an open shot on the 1? Not sure if he's shooting this in the side pocket. He wasn't. He's just playing safe. Oh, he was trying to hit the 5 ball and get behind the 6. Pretty close. Hello, 2 ball. And by that I mean cue ball up against it.
1 ball, this side pocket.
This is a good call.
Well, how is the cover?
Oh,
There is no cover. No
he
cue
missed
ball
the cover.
behind the 2.
They are human after all.
Extension.
Yeah, difficult position this to play. 2 to the 3. Just to make sure not to run into the 5 full. Could skim off the 5 and still get on the 3 ball.
Just like that.
Almost hit the 6 and same kind of thing as could have happened off the 5.
Good result. Eight ball's a problem. Does he attack it here?
Well, it's difficult if he goes 1 reel into the 8. There is, of course, the chance to land behind the 9 or the same 8 ball. I think I would have to wait, but obviously you cannot wait too long.
The 7's going to lay nice for it.
Yeah, the other option I was thinking about is maybe cutting the 6 in the side and bumping the 7 over to the top right corner. And then either to have shape on the 8 to the bottom right or to open it up. So, well, they are straight now, but with some angle, they could have pushed the 7 towards the 8-9.
If he's straight, he's perfect. He can either follow it and get an angle to go to from the 7 to the 8-9, or bring it back and then use the head rail to go to it. He's got to get on the correct side. He's there. He's there. See, he's coming off the head rail right at both balls.
They have played for shape in the bottom right, and honestly, he's played it to perfection. Man, pool looks so easy when I see these guys play. I tried yesterday and couldn't make a ball. This is not fair. Gotta say, I was expecting him to play just stop spin though. Pushing the 9 to the long rail, going a bit forward. He's aiming so low in the ball that every time I'm thinking he's gonna draw the cue ball back. You should not be playing with my feelings like that.
Good draw shot here. Just get past the side pocket is all he has to do. Doesn't have to do much more.
10 ball corner pocket.
And it's a tie ball game.
Game.
Players have to be careful taking balls out of the pockets. If the cue ball is still moving, it is a foul.
Well, a little bit of a side note. The first 2 matches for today, I have witnessed both the opening sets going to a hill-hill set. Now, you would say, okay, well, that's possible. It's a race to 4. What are the odds of not going hill-hill? But also, both matches have gone to a deciding set at least. So that would mean we will be here for quite a bit. Obviously, that's what I think George and I are looking for, is of course a tight match between these two great teams. But my prediction is out. I can at least say afterwards, I can say, I mentioned it. I knew it was going to be the deciding set. Now, just curious to see if it actually happens. First, curious to see who's going to win this opening set.
Rack number 7. Team Vietnam to break. Tied at 6 at 3.
Well, one of the rare dry breaks for this match. Not saying it's the first one, but we haven't seen too many. Balls have been breaking great. But also they've been going quite aggressive on it.
Push out.
As you could see Vietnam, for example, breaking from the center. Still the, well, I would say, old school approach. Most of the players playing the Billiard Series events have chosen to go to the side.
30 seconds.
I think this is a really strong push out from Jeffries end. Don't you think? Well, this is a chance to go. The 2 is going to leave. Oh. Well, I was going to say the 2 is most likely going to leave an angle to open up the 310. But not from this position.
Two ball this corner pocket. Extension.
Well, not easy to hit. Probably has to kick more over to the right side of the short rail and then spin, a left spin into the 2 ball to increase the chance of hitting the 2. That's what he's played. And just barely missed it. Such an awkward shot.
Extension.
And of course the scoreline is not going to make things a lot easier for him. A little bit of
Yeah, it was elevated over the
extra
10.
pressure. Yeah.
I was thinking he might try to find a way to play safe, but I don't really. Actually, he could cut the ball so he has a full stroke into the 7-5 there and take the cue ball to the top. But instead, he pockets the ball. That's some excellent cueing over the ball like that and gets position. That's a strong shot there, Tim.
Yeah, it could be a set winning shot.
This is a little tricky.
Oh, it's Mr. 6. Did they leave the cue ball behind the 10? Still, it's a high percentage, but... Oh.
6-ball corner pocket.
Both teams playing absolutely great stuff. Probably until that 6, I haven't really seen many balls going wrong.
No. It was just a little tricky. He was close to it, and the angle was kind of funny.
Foul.
But it worked out for Indonesia. Hung up the 6, ended up with a hook on it, and he misses the ball over the pocket. Indonesia looking very strong here to close out the first set.
Yeah, I have to say, a little bit of a mistake for Vietnam there, not being able to making the 6. Of course, it's a little bit of a unlucky kind of thing, but then still you would have favored them to make that 6 ball. And looks like the opening set is going to the home nation, Indonesia,
Game.
for the 3 victory in the opening set.
First set.
And
Timeout.
I have a feeling, yeah,
Timeout.
we
7
are going to go
minutes.
for a little break. Do we have some interesting scores, maybe, George?
Well, that's exactly what I was looking at, Tim. And let's take a look here. Japan trails. Let's refresh it first because I'm not sure how long my computer is set there. So we'll refresh the scores and come back and say Japan lost the first set to Chinese Taipei. And then Qatar trails Iraq 1-0, and Iraq leads 3-0 in the second set, so they're 1 game away from elimination. Greece leads 1-0 over Kuwait. New Zealand trails Austria 1-0, but tied in games at 1 in the second set. Spain leads 1-0 over Germany. Joshua Filler on the verge of elimination. And 1-0 in the second set. The Philippines trails Finland 1-0.
Break after each set.
And Netherlands
Yes, you may go.
leads India 1-0. Perfect timing. They're about to break in the second set.
You can go now, and you can go after the next set.
Well, did you mention Iraq yet? Because I think I just
Yes.
seen the score flash that they finished.
Iraq defeated Qatar 2 sets straight. I don't think I mentioned it. And this is the last rack playback.
Yeah, soon we're going to see that 6 ball going wrong. Well, that's the
Right
one
there.
that skipped out.
Yeah, they didn't show the kick shot on the 6. You have a lot of great players here for this 8-ball championship, along with a lot of ladies here for the World 10-ball. The players are back in the arena, and about to break is Indonesia, Jeffrey Zen. Set number 2. Leading 1-0 over Vietnam. Another dry break. They're becoming more and more common.
Yeah. I mean, eventually we knew it was going to happen. Players are not always going to break the balls as great as they've done before. Oh, this cut looks to be on. Oh, this cue was going to run far. But just stopped in time. Getting near the rail, at least the long rail or the short rail. Getting close to that rail would have been annoying on this too. I think now this is quite alright. Into the short rail and out. Great view of the Predator Arena lights in the cue ball there.
Great view of this Predator Arc 3-piece slate table, covered with the tournament blue cloth. They're using the Predator Arcos 2 balls, my favorite balls. I love the traditional colors. and the way they play.
Extension.
Extension is called.
Good cueing. Nicely executed. Still had to do quite a bit with the cue ball there and managed nicely. Now straight up. Possibly is going to leave himself a little bit more angle on the 7. But the angle won't hurt to get to the 8. The 8 available to bottom left and bottom right.
Good angle to come down for the 8. I'd like to get straight in on the 8 here.
Yeah. 10-ball corner pocket.
And Vietnam takes full advantage of Indonesia's dry break and end up with a table run to get the first game of the second set, a set they must win.
Well, it's
Nice
definitely
recap
do or
of
die
it.
for both. For both teams, it's quite the do or die, George. This is the one lost side.
It sure is.
Actually,
And this would be the
not
last.
very used.
Set rack number 2.
Not very used to see
Team Vietnam
teams already go
break,
out or
leading 1 game to
players
0.
already being out on the opening day of this huge event.
It doesn't happen very often. The good thing about it is they're waiting for the 8 ball so they can play individual.
Well, one thing I find very interesting, I'm quite sure some players look at this tournament, or some spectators look at this tournament like it's the preparation, it's the warm up for the World 8-Ball Championship, which is, I would say, odd, because this is a World Championship. But still, in some kind of way, the doubles is just so different, gives a different vibe.
You know, that's one of the things about Predator and what they've been doing. Most of the events have 2 tournaments for most players that they can play in, so that their expenses to come play pool in one tournament, they have a chance to double dip. They can win 2 or cash in 2 tournaments instead of just one.
Corner pocket. One ball.
For
this
instance,
corner
here you have the doubles and the World 8-Ball Championships. Most other tournaments, you just have one tournament to go to. And for example, coming up in Spain, November 25th through December 2nd,
One ball this side
There's-
pocket.
there's an International Open for the men, International Open for the women, and Mixed Doubles Open, along with the Juniors World 10-Ball Championships. Same in Jacksonville. You'll have the Women's World 9-Ball, and then a Men's Open and a Mixed Doubles, December 16th through the 21st. Make some Christmas money. This is game number 2 of the second set.
Yeah, this rack completely different than we've seen in the opening set. I mean, we haven't seen too much safety play overall. This rack, they will be really going for it. I have to say, unless there's a gap, I'm not sure
One ball. This corner
what to
pocket.
have on this one ball.
He could shoot straight at it. Wow, I didn't think he could see it.
Extension.
Wow. Oh, I was going to say, he actually played a really good cue ball there. Force follow to stick behind the 4. It's just that the one ball, I mean, was always going to be wild. It's going for the distance too. Might not be on. Maybe to the side pocket and get on the 2. Could also play jam up
One ball
safety,
side
of course. But he's going aggressive. Got the 1 in.
Extension.
And run. Could play top spin and run into the 7. He's playing low. That was super tough. I'm not sure if I liked it.
That was a tough shot. I don't know how much of the one ball he could see. But he did what he thought best. They look to be in control of this game after winning the first.
Yeah, definitely the initiative with the Vietnamese. Now on their way to capture the second rack in this set. A must-win set for them. Oh. Yeah, I don't think he was trying to run into the 10. Trying to just go by it. Wow, he is taking on this cut, George. He must be feeling really well.
And it's going to cost him. He's going to draw this past the 7 to play the 6 ball in the opposite corner. Very nicely done.
Well, could play life a little easier for themselves to play the 6, 7 and the 8 in the same corner. But he has crossed over to the 7 in the side. It's nice to stay at the same side of the table, not too much walking.
And 2 balls left here. Does he have angle on this, Tim?
I don't think so, but on the other side, he still should be fine drawing this back.
Yeah.
Not too sure about forward, though. If it's a new cloth, could open up the second rail, but very confident.
One of the things I was noticing with the new cloth is that, usually in new cloth, the inside English, like what he just used there, kind of dies off the rail because it slides off. It doesn't grab. On this new cloth, that inside English is grabbing very, very nicely, which surprises me. That's not common. So I'm wondering if it's the humidity there, or maybe they've done something with the cloth, but that weave seems to work. But bad news for the Germans. Spain has defeated them in 2 straight sets, and they sent Joshua Filler and Felix Vogel packing. They'll wait 2 days to play in the men's World 8-Ball Championships.
Second set, rack number 3. Team Indonesia break.
Bungwan to break the balls here. There goes
They
the
do have a
9.
different strategy. Breaking from the side rail. Made the 1 ball. The 9 currently near the 6. No shot on the 2 ball though. I do like to go forward 2 rails behind the 8, sending the 2 ball underneath the 7. Just like that, but how's the pace? So you left the 2 ball on.
It cuts to the side. It appears to cut to the side, excuse me.
Extension.
Van Dang is rather deliberate. He wants to make sure he's going to do what he's going to do. This is a steep cut for this 3 ball to the side pocket. He's 2 railing the ball. More than anything, he's playing safe behind the 6-9.
I really
But
like
just
this
in case
call.
it goes.
Not a big fan of that. That cut to the side was... that was not my type of shot. Did they leave the 3 ball on?
Looks like he can either masse it a little or jump it. If he can see this, he's going to kill the cue ball right behind the 8.
Extension.
Oh, that's what he's tried. Has not succeeded. Did he get the cover behind the 5 ball? I think the 3... behind the 7 ball, excuse me. The 3 might have just enough cover to not go.
He's kicking it to 3. And he's left it on for the side pocket. This isn't an easy shot to the side pocket.
Oh, would you consider playing another safety? I mean,
Definitely.
sure, I know to
No.
make it you get on the 4, but I might send it to the top short rail.
No, I think he goes for this. It's a good shot to go for it.
He's played it really well. I mean, if you shoot that straight, I mean, I would say, yeah, let's go for the side pocket, but I was not a firm believer until that 3 ball dropped in the side.
Yeah, those shots, some shots, sometimes you play too safe and it can hurt you. Did the cue ball? Where's the cue ball? I thought it was going toward the side.
Well, what to get on the 6? Center of the table and play the bank? Or play for the 6-8 combination, and if you get a little bit nasty, you can play safe behind the 9?
You have a good question there, Tim. I think I like the bank shot on the 6 to the side pocket.
Oh,
I don't like scratching.
No. I'm quite sure they didn't like it either. That is... Well, I think he was playing to go just past the side and then give the 6 a little nudge, but that was a little bit tricky.
This is just what the doctor ordered for Vietnam. In their hopes of forcing a third and deciding set. Well, well, well. Did a wheel fall off? That's a fairly straightforward shot on the 7. He was just trying to get too close to the 8 for position and overlooked pocketing the 7. He's going to have to hit this with some inside English. He's not happy about this shot. He's got to spin it.
Well, I was going to say, if he's dead straight, that's not great either.
No. He got there. Good shot.
10-ball corner pocket.
And down it goes. Indonesia 2-1. Little smile by Jeffrey. There was the big error there, but the bigger error was by Vietnam when he missed that straight in 7 ball to the side pocket.
Rack number 4 of second set. Team Indonesia to break, leading 2-1.
Balls seem to be breaking different than they were at the beginning of this match. They can't seem to buy a ball on the break. And in the background is Kareem Balaj.
Corner pocket.
Difficult. Combination is on. But to hold a cue ball, that's why he's so low in the ball.
He's perfect to run that cue ball straight at that 4. To play the 2 ball on the side.
Ooh. Coming up short. Caught it just slightly thicker. As you could see, the one ball almost hanging up in the corner.
Extension.
He's going to come around two rails, I'm sorry, for the 4 ball. Or is he banking it? Yeah, I thought he was going to come around the 7. He held it up with inside, quite a bit of inside. Same shot here. He wants to avoid the 7.
Well, we are still going to see some traveling from the 8 to the 9. So, all about the traveling. The cue ball could either leave himself in the center of the table to cross over 2 rails from 7 to 8, or try to get close to straight.
I'd like to be straight in on this 7. He is. Now just draw back to where it's at now. Just a little bit further. For a nice cut and the perfect speed to get on the 9 ball. Just draw back past the side pocket. Doesn't have to go all the way back. That works. And we're about to be tied again at 2. And tied at 2 we are. Austria has defeated New Zealand, and Finland has defeated the Philippines. All straight sets, 2-0. Meanwhile, this match right here is going to rage on.
Second set, rack number 5. Team Vietnam to break. Tied at 2.
Well, just checking to see if it was really him breaking the balls, not his partner. And he still does stick with that center, well, almost center of the table break.
You know, the 9 ball was headed to the pocket, but there it goes. A ball to the corner pocket. Not much on offer for the 1. I'd go ahead and just bank the 1 ball towards that 2 with speed to get to the middle of the table off the second rail and take the cue ball to the bottom rail behind a 7.
Well, they could also go aggressive to go 1 rail, carry the 4 in. Aggressive shot, but could also give a lot. They did not like your cutting into the top short rail. Play the safe behind the 9. I think I liked your shot better because the distance works better. And nowadays, with how well everybody's jumping, this shouldn't be too difficult for a jump.
I think anything for cover. That 1 ball's in a defendable space. I'm not so sure that it goes by the... It looks like it goes by the 6 to the side pocket, but he's got to jump it and bank it. He might be better off kicking the ball. Never mind. Jump bank was on.
Wow. What a shot to come up with.
That was Indonesia, okay. What a shot. Jump bank on the 1 ball.
3 ball, this corner pocket.
Well, is now banking the 3 ball, I believe, or does he? No, I think he has to bank this.
They had a game like this in the first set where they had a great run out, and it was the 3rd game of the set after Vietnam had broken and ran the first 2 racks. They came back real strong with some very creative shots to win that game and then break and run the next rack. And here it is happening again in the second set. He's going to get too close to his work. Oh, wait a minute. The 8 ball's next, not the 9. I thought he was
that might be
position for the
good
9
news.
ball.
We can bring them.
Well,
look at how well he's played it.
These 2 balls. And they're on the hill, breaking to close them out in straight sets.
10 ball, corner pocket.
Perfect position. And they are on the hill. One game away from moving on.
The double hill.
That's right, your famous double hill. But they'll be facing another loser round and then a loser qualification before they can get into the quarterfinals. Because the final 8 is where it goes to 3 of 5 sets and payday. A $10,000 for a 5 to 8 finish per team. You know, at the same time that we're holding this loser round 1, they are also playing the winter qualification matches, where you have
Rack number 6.
Peru
Team Indonesia to
and
break.
USA tied 1 set apiece. You have Canada defeating Estonia 2 sets to 0. And I'll finish off the last 2 matches after this rack.
I love how you just put the cliffhanger on them. Well, another dry break. And if Vietnam wants to stay alive in this match, they have to run out.
Actually, Tim, I was going to cough, so I had to go on mute and cut it out. I'll finish it off. Albania is tied with Hong Kong 1 set apiece, and Poland has defeated the Czech Republic to move into the final 8.
Well, we just lost 3 viewers because you told them that. Thought you were going to wait till the end. Okay, all jokes aside, Vietnam with the opportunity. Is there anything difficult on this layout? I expect them to land probably with some angle on the 8, where they might have to bump the 10. But the 3, 4 and the 5 at the same side of the table, so just don't hook yourself behind the 7.
I thought he was straighter than that on the 3 ball. I was mistaken. Nice bump on the 4 ball there. Purposely done.
Well,
Is he
slightly
elevated?
queuing over the 10.
This could be trouble.
Well, not if
Nothing.
your name is Fong Nam Fan. Good shot there on the 7.
Ten ball corner pocket.
And we'll be all tied up at 3 games apiece.
Game.
Just like we were in the first set. But Indonesia was able to pull that game out. And win the first set. And now can Vietnam reverse the trend? Or reverse that? So in the loser round so far, Japan is out. Qatar is out. New Zealand is out. Germany is out.
7, Team Vietnam to break.
And Philippines is out. We probably lost 15,000 viewers with the Philippines being out. They love their
Yeah, it
pool in the
wasn't really-
Philippines.
Well, gotta say, I like them breaks so far in this match.
Well, we hadn't seen this for a while. We saw a lot of dry breaks and now a good break with an open. Well, you can see the one. I like going for this bank shot. He's got cover. He's got the 9, the 10, and the 4 that'll probably leave it or cover it up if he holds the cue ball for the 2. I think it's a good two-way shot. Looks like he's left just the left side of the 1. I'm sorry.
Corner pocket.
He's banking across corner. I thought he was banking across corner. He was playing safe all the way. Just called it as a just in case.
Well, don't think he's left the cut to the bottom left. Quite sure Fong can hit the 1 ball at least. But to hit it thin from this angle is difficult. Well, a good shot behind the 7. The only bad news I have for Vietnam is why would Indonesia not be able to kick this in and possibly get shape on the 2?
I've seen this kicked in, or shots like it kicked in.
Extension.
This is a makeable shot.
Oh,
It's also a
just
missable
missed
shot.
it.
Yep.
And actually, taking away the 4 ball does make things a little easier to get to the 5. The only thing that they will have to judge really nicely is the movement of the red 3 ball after the 3-7 combination.
The 5 ball's in a tough place.
Extension.
But with the 3 ball there, it goes up table, down the long rail. But does the 3 ball go by the 7 ball?
Now, I don't think he could have gotten any better shape on this combination. Just the control on the 3 ball. Oh, doesn't look too happy. Has that 3 ball gone too far? And well, it's not like the cut is not on there, George, but now has to play the top side of the 4, and the 8 could come in the way.
Is he cutting it or banking it? He cutting it right in. Cue ball? Perfect.
Oh, absolutely perfect. 2 rails and the bump on the 8. This is now a chance to bring this match to another deciding set. I'm getting definitely plenty of view for my money. That would be 3 out of 3 matches going to a deciding set, and just waiting for the moment where I can say, I told you so.
Eight ball corner pocket.
Three balls from forcing that deciding set. Is there room? There is. Oh my. Just good position for this 10 ball.
Ten ball side pocket. Game and set.
And there it is.
7 minutes.
Vietnam takes set number 2. And we will go into a third and deciding set to see which team goes home and which team moves on to try to get to that Final 8. Look how close that was on that kick. Let's take a look at these winter qualifications. Who's left here? You still have Peru and USA fighting it out, tied at 1 set apiece. Peru leads 2-1. And we're refreshing the computer to see if it's... Yep, that was the score. Albania. The Kachis are tied with Hong Kong. 1 set apiece, and Hong Kong leads in the third and deciding set 2-0. And the other matches on the loser one round, Netherlands leads India 2-1 in the third set, tied sets 1 apiece. Greece is tied with Kuwait 1 set apiece. They lead in the third set. Greece does 1-0. And the only other match is Vietnam and Indonesia. And here's some stats for you guys. Safety is pretty much even. The safety play, the efficiencies. Fouls drawn, about the same. Overall performance, they're pretty close. And you can see why this match is tied. Time at the table. Vietnam has spent more time at the table, but Indonesia has maybe been a little more efficient with their time. Break success, about the same, except for the first set. Shot after break, you can see how that's gone down after the first set. Actually, it went up for Vietnam. It went down for Indonesia. Both doubles teams with 2 break and run outs, and both of them were run out in a row. Play will resume for the men's doubles tomorrow at 11 a.m. Bali time. The women will also kick off their World 10-Ball Championship. 64 women from all around the world right here in Bali enjoying the 5-star resort. Great food, great tourist attractions. Nice weather. A big travel destination and vacation area. And there's our referee. Bat pool.
Well, it's time for the deciding set.
His actual name is David Pearson. He's from Amarillo, Texas.
Rack number 3, or set number 3, rack number 1. One ball, corner pocket.
He's going to have to bring this cue ball straight back up the table. Over to the right side to play the 3 ball to the upper left. Just a smooth draw. And you can't hit it any smoother than that.
Nicely done. Just doesn't want to be on the rail. I think it should be just fine to go off the top short rail.
He's going to have to squeak the 7 ball past the 8. Looking good to take down the first game of this 3rd and deciding set.
Ten ball, corner pocket. Game.
So the opening rack does go to Team Indonesia. Still looking to win this match without a shootout.
It can be done. Just don't tie up the 3rd and deciding set at 3. Win it outright. Can't let your opponent get 3 games. sponsors for these tournaments are Yalin, makers of pool tables all throughout China, Box Billiards, Kamui, Ven Billiards, Isak Billiards, WPA, Little Monster, and of course Predator
Team
Group.
Indonesia to break.
Go to
Leading 2 games to 1.
predatorcues.com. Take a look at all the accessories, tables, cloth, cues, chalk available.
Balls.
That's right. The lights that go above the table, the arena lights. There goes a 6.
Oh. 2 balls in on the break. What an unfortunate leave this is on the 1. Will be an easy push out. Anything down table works, but I mean, definitely it hurts to see that 2 ball come in between.
Keep in mind, they have 60 seconds after the break to plan their attack, and then it's 30 seconds after that. And so they're taking full advantage of the 60 seconds. Why not? It's there. There's your push out.
Team Vietnam, your option.
I'm giving it back, Tim.
Well, especially with the cue ball on the rail, this shot really tough. Could call the 5 ball in the side.
Shot returned. 30 seconds.
I did see Marco Teucher standing on the left. I see some orange. So that means the Netherlands
1
possibly
ball, corner pocket.
have won against India.
They have 2-1. They won the last set 4-1. Kuwait and Greece are still battling, as this match here is.
Oh, did tuck that nicely behind the 2. But still, if you look at the 3 ball with the 10, so even if you get ball in hand, not easy to make the 1, get on the 2, and then get back on the 3 ball.
Foul.
Oh, and he broke up the problem. Vietnam with ball in hand and an open rack. Once you get on this 5 ball, it looks like it's pretty much connect the dots.
Well, is he going to draw above the 8 or staying under?
Underneath it. Stay underneath it. Just kind of come over for the 5. It looks like he can draw the ball straight back to play the 7 ball in the side pocket. May have to run the cue ball around, Tim. It's got a little bit of an angle. Not sure if he can hold it for the 9 there.
That is a good point you're making. I'm not too sure. We're not getting the angle yet, so let's see.
Yeah, can't see it for sure. But that's the whole point of playing balls to the side. He's running around.
Around the 10. I mean, if this match does not have all the ingredients to go to a shootout, then what else? I mean, just overall 4-3, 4-3. We're now going to be tied at 1. I feel like both teams are coming up with great shots, great positional shots. Are not missing too many balls all over. And with the equal performance, I mean, kind of logic to...
Game.
Oh, to go to a shootout.
And the U.S. has lost to Peru. 2-1. Peru won the first set 4-1. The USA won the second set 4-3, and then Peru won set number 3 4-1. USA will be playing in the loser qualification match. At 2 p.m. on a Wednesday.
Track number 3. Team Vietnam to break. Score is tied at 1.
Ooh, the cue ball threatening pockets. A dry break and the cue ball open with a nice shot on the 1 ball. Any problems, Tim? The 4-6 maybe?
Yeah, I was looking at possibly cutting the 1 in and catching a piece of the 4 and still sliding down table. Well, I think he made it quite obvious for me that that was not the way to play. How is he going to play to open the 4-6 off the 3 ball? So the only thing I can imagine is he's going to play a stop shot safety on the 4 behind the 6.
Doesn't have the angle. Will he just stop it there and 3-rail the 4 ball out and keep the cue ball where the 4 is?
Well, I would say so.
He got there.
Yeah, just wondering if he's going to like, or if they are going to like what they have. I think the 10 makes the corner bigger. You can really spin into the 4, so you got quite a big ball to hit. Rail first or directly into it.
Extension.
I have to go and just make it. Easier said than done to just make it, but don't think it's so impossible to do so. Oh. I mean, sure, he was trying to make it, so he didn't play so well to make the 4. But that doesn't mean he has to literally go in front of the pocket, as it just did.
Extension.
Looks like he can hold the... Oh, my.
Well, that must clearly be the tension.
Could he not see the full ball? That he missed it? The 4 on the side there?
I just think that maybe the cue ball was so deep in the bottom left corner pocket, or maybe near the rail, that the cueing was awkward. The shape maybe to get to the 5 was not guaranteed, so try to force something out of it, but
Very thin cut on the 7
he's
ball.
not too happy with it, but you know,
I
the
wouldn't
cut
be either.
does give automatic shape on the 8. It's not too horrible. I mean, make the ball, you're on the 8. 2 or 3 rails, so sure, we would like to be straight in all the time, but
Side pocket, 7 ball.
gotta go. Oh.
Well, he didn't get position. He didn't pocket the ball. Excuse me. He had a tough shot on the 8 for the side pocket. But he's left a straight in shot for the 7 ball.
Ball wrongfully pocketed. Team Vietnam, your option.
What would you do here, Tim? Would you take this shot?
I'm
Of course.
considering about giving it back, but let me overthink this option.
What a good break for Vietnam. Oh. And just when I thought they were going to put this game away, the 8-ball stays on the table. Doesn't drop in the pocket.
Side pocket, 9-ball.
He's got to stay out of the scratch. He did.
Wow, this could be just a break Indonesia needed. Everything has become quite a struggle this third set, it feels like. And now,
Game.
with Indonesia taking the lead, and a big disappointment for Phang Nam Pham. You can see in his chair, missing that 8 was crucial. Could cost him a lot more than just that one rack.
Big advantage for Indonesia here. Breaking to get on the hill. I understand Vietnam is having some severe weather.
Team Indonesia leads 2-1.
We were just there a couple of weeks ago, weren't we, Tim? In Ho Chi Minh City?
Well, I'm quite sure we both would love to be there. But in some way we were connected with the local people in Vietnam. Only
Of course, that's what I meant.
some miles
the
away
tournament
and-
was there.
yeah. The tournament was there, that's correct. I wish I was there.
I wish I would have gone too. But we would have been there for a full month because there was only a week apart, that tournament and this one here. So there's no way I would have flown back and then back again.
I'm quite sure we would have handled it nice.
Uh-huh.
Team Indonesia, it's your option.
This time, Vietnam has pushed out to a makeable ball. Shot.
1-ball, corner pocket.
And Mr. Zen says, I'll take it.
Yeah, I kind of feel like you have to. It's center ball. Most likely to be on the 2. Was a missable shot, but I can understand why he took it from there.
I kind of like going for this ball with a bit of left low. Slide off the 9-2 rails past the 8 and you're straight in on the 2 ball. He's going to play safe.
Oh, the pace. Oh, the pace.
That's a big shot right there. This can be costly. Of course, in these short races, any mistake is costly. And the misses start to show up. But keep in mind, These guys have been at it since 11 o'clock this morning. And here it is. Seven o'clock at night, almost 9 o'clock. And they're on their feet playing. As you've said twice now, Tim, this match has shootout written all over it.
I mean, I'm just speechless about now the opportunities flying back and forth between the teams. I mean, I'm quite sure we all can remember how great both sides came out of the gate. I mean, they played so well for like maybe a set and a half, maybe 2 sets. I mean, first 2 sets, haven't really seen too many balls being missed. And then now clearly it's knowing that defeat is near, being kicked out of the tournament is near. So that pressure in some way is doing something to the players.
It could be pressure combined with fatigue.
Extension.
Long shot here. A hint of right-hand English, and he's on the 8 ball.
Oh, could stun it to rails also. Excellent stroke. Very purely played. Prime shape for his partner Van Dang to stun over for the 9 in the same corner.
Ten ball corner pocket. King.
And they are tied at 2. Racing to 4. Who gets on the hill first? This break will determine the first opportunity. And this is the only match left of the 8 that were played in the loser round 1.
Break, score is tied at 2.
Well, you can see a lot of known faces in the background. The practice session has been opened up, just not on the TV tables. Well, gotta say, nice cue ball again, squatted right in the center of the table. This time the ball going to the top corner, being denied.
There's 4 teams that have moved into the final 8 or the quarterfinals. Peru, Canada, Hong Kong, and Poland. And there's 4 teams that are into the loser qualification, waiting for an opponent. Estonia, USA, Czech Republic, and Albania.
1 ball, this corner pocket.
And after watching Albania play the opening match, I find it hard to believe that they lost. They surely must not have played the way they played the opening match against Spain. These misses are piling up and piling up for Indonesia.
Well, the only good news we have is the fact that it did end up safe, but wouldn't be too difficult to hit this over the top short rail. Just a back and forth drama. I mean, definitely the loser of this match. I mean, I think I would be sick to my stomach because, like I said, it's not like both sides had not have any chances. Especially in this final set. I mean, the other set, I have to say overall they played really well. But now in this final set, if you seem to lose this one, I can imagine them being very, very disappointed. Now this is going to be a tricky shot here, George. Is he going to play with inside, trying to find a window? Is he going to go 2 rails, running into it? Kinda just taking what the table gives you. Now how well has he found the gap there? How is the pace? The pace is looking great. These 3 balls to get on the double hill first. Now don't be shocked. I think George and I both agreed on the fact that we will see a shootout in this match, but it only happens if the score gets tied at 3. But it's also the way how the match has been going. Sure, eventually one of them was going to be on the hill. Well, did not give his partner the best shape on this stand. This is a little bit scary, George. It's going to play to the bottom right, but a little bit of a tester under the pressure.
Game.
Yeah, especially that shot from 5 to 6 played the shape great. Really got them on the hill. Too early though to say there's a favorite in this match.
Third set, rack number 6. Team Indonesia to break, leading 3 games to 2.
I have to say, pretty good day for Team Peru. Really did not have an easy draw. First to play Vietnam, then to play against Team Finland, and then to play against the USA and winning all matches.
Foul. Cue ball across
What
the
happened on the
screen,
break?
foul.
The cue ball was
he's
across the
put
line.
the cue ball outside. Oh, wow. George, imagine if they run out here. That must be the sickest way of getting to a shootout.
This 2 to the 3. 3 balls they can play. Get in the way. Did he clear it? Maybe.
Oh, this might be short. Any mistake could be fatal, and based on Fang's facial expression, I would say it does not go. On the other side, Van Dang looked quite determined to still play the 3 ball, so he's going for it. It did go, and a great shape on the 4. Nicely played. Good stroke from Van Dang.
Six balls away. Little draw shot here. Can you fall to the rail and come back out for the 6?
Yeah, I would say 5, 6, 7. Not too horrible. Some traveling from 8 to 9. What a chance this is now to bring this match to a deciding shootout. And I'm very sure Indonesia will be sick about putting the cue ball outside of the box on the break. I mean, it's a very sloppy mistake. It's the only thing you can say about it. It is up to the players to have a look at it.
That bump could have gone differently. Well, I guess not. He's playing the 8 ball next, not the 9.
And perfect on the 10. This match was made for a shootout.
10 ball corner
And
pocket.
I mean, I wish my luck was so good in other things. Seem to be okay with the predictions.
Game.
Wow. What a match.
And
Now time for shootout.
here we are, ladies and gentlemen. A shootout on table 2. The shootout is 4 innings. The 10 ball will be spotted where it spots in the rack, which is about 3 inches behind the spot. The players have a box of 1 diamond away from the long rail, 2 diamonds from the head rail.
You have the option to shoot first or second. You'll shoot first. Which side would you like to start from? This side or that side? You'll start from this side. We are on 30-second shot clock. No extension.
You all heard that, I hope? The team was informed that whoever won the lag has the choice of shooting first and deciding which side. Vietnam won the lag. They picked the left side. Your right side. It's 4 innings. At the end of 4 innings, if the score is tied, the cue ball is backed up 1 diamond. And then it becomes sudden death. They will trade
Cute,
sides.
the first one.
The same player will shoot twice. For instance,
Cued the first one
each of
nicely.
these two
Fong.
yeah, cued it perfectly. And Jeffrey here will shoot, and then they'll shoot the other pocket, and then the other player comes up and shoots both pockets. And that will be the 4 innings. And a miss.
Early
by
miss.
Indonesia.
After 1 frame,
He shoots again.
from this side. Team Vietnam leads 1-0.
Well, it's 2 out of 2 for Fong. So halfway there. Will be important now coming up for Jeffrey. Cannot afford himself another miss, actually. That would be quite dooming for them. But he hasn't. Has made it.
Tied at 2. Now Phung Nguyen will follow
After 2 frames, Team
Van
Vietnam
Dang.
leads 2-1.
And here you have to be careful not to cross that line as he just did on that break.
Oh, this is gonna make things more dramatic. This is a chance for Indonesia to come right back into this match. Into this
And
shootout,
this is what
I must say.
this is what the shootout is all about. Pressure. Look how intent the fans are. All around the table.
We're tied at 2.
Would it be any other way? Just the way the match
Yeah,
went?
I'm not surprised. Not surprised at this point. I mean, why would we not go to sudden death?
Actually, this is sudden death right here.
After 3 frames, the score is tied at 2.
If he makes it, Phung Nguyen must make his or lose. If he misses, Phung Nguyen must make his to win. Nothing but net. Now here's where all the pressure is. Knowing that you'll lose if you miss this shot. If he makes it, the cue ball gets backed up 1 diamond in the same box.
I mean, George, you were really expecting an early ending there. I mean, we both knew that was going in. Otherwise, it wouldn't fit the match.
I'm sorry?
Well, now going sudden death. Also, one thing that's very interesting is, of course, the shot clock also still going. Gives them that rushed feeling. There's no extensions. So even if you have a side where you struggle from a little bit,
We move back.
you got 30 seconds. That's it.
The score is 3-3. Fifth frame.
Take a deep breath.
Excellent. Looked very smooth. Stayed still. Don't think he could have cued it any better. Beautiful cueing.
Jeffrey had the miss to open it up to this very same pocket.
Gotta say, one thing that's very interesting is the fact that he lined up to shoot the shot, then went over and put the cue ball in the position, and he's pretty close to the rail too.
And there it is. Indonesia has lost the shootout, and Vietnam takes the win in the shootout, courtesy of a cue ball spotted